Yes, I am Mark Leno, and I represent the 3rd Senate District of California, including the counties of Marin, Sonoma, and San Francisco, and running for a second 4-year term, so I can complete my 14 years in the state legislature before they boot me out due to term limits. And I've been very pleased to have the support of the African American Democratic Club for each of my races since Willie Brown appointed me to a vacancy on the county board in 1998. I'm very appreciative that you were with me all the way through the Assembly and now State Senate, asking for your support again in June and November of this year. I've been working on issues of affordable housing, universal health care, small business loans for small businesses that would not otherwise be eligible for traditional loans from banks, working on environmental issues, renewable energy, and also have been very successful, I can say, in reforming our criminal justice system, reforming our parole program, and now we're going to do the same with probation so that we can lessen our investment in the Department of Corrections and use that money for the best crime preventive program we know, which is a good public education.
Hi, I'm Jo Elias Jackson, and I am running for the Assembly District 17 at the Democratic County Central Committee. I'm a native San Franciscan. I've watched the city, wonderful place to live and stay, go through a lot of changes. I believe wholeheartedly in democracy. I believe in fairness for all. I want to participate in that rather than complain about it not happening. I am working on my Master's of Public Administration currently with the Health Services Administration emphasis at USF, which is where I came from a few minutes ago. I left school early. And I've been introduced to be a change agent. And so as a Native, I want to participate. I want people of color to get fairness. It's not too late for us. I think all human beings have value, and we need to work more toward true democracy for all. And that's why I'm running for this office. Please vote for me. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm David Chu, and I'm really delighted to be back here with the African American Democratic Club. 18 years ago, I first spent time in San Francisco working for a civil rights organization rooted in the African American community. And it is part of what brought me to this great city. It's part of why I have served in a lot of different capacities, most notably and more recently as the president of your Board of Supervisors. I'm running for re-election for the Central Committee for the 3rd time for a couple of reasons. First of all, I've spent my entire life as a Democratic activist. When I was in my mid-20s, I served as Democratic counsel to the Senate Constitution Subcommittee. I have been on the executive board of the state party. Locally, I used to chair the 13th Assembly District Democratic Committee. And at the moment, the only Democratic post that I hold is with the Central Committee. It's important to me that our San Francisco Democratic Party reflects all of our values. The things that we do at the party really reverberate, not just in the state, but around the country, and I want to make sure that it continues to do that. I'm also running for the Central Committee because I think it's important for the Democratic Party to continue to build bridges among all of the diverse communities that we have here. We could use more representation on the Central Committee. Really hope that this cycle we will elect a newly appointed incumbent, Leah Pimentel, I think many of you know. I hope that we will elect other African Americans. I am actually the only Asian American on the east side of town who's an incumbent, and I want to make sure that we continue to build a diversity of communities that we have.
Hi. Hello, my name is Dr. Justin Morgan. I'm a family practice physician with the Department of Public Health here in San Francisco. I have over 10 years of experience as a primary care provider to low-income people and their families, and also as a community activist. Most recently, I've worked in the Fillmore and Japantown area, keeping our community united through the San Francisco redistricting process. And prior to that, I worked on several campaigns in support of candidates who support working class people. When people ask me why I'm running for the Democratic County Central Committee, I show them this map. This map shows where my patients live. These are the people who have already elected me to be their doctor. And I'm asking them to elect me to represent them on the Democratic County Central Committee. The people who are on this map understand that every day I wake up and I ask myself one question: what can I do for the people who I care about? And when I see them, I ask one question: what can I do for you today? As a member of the Democratic County Central Committee, those are the same questions I'll be asking of myself and the people who elect me to represent them in our Democratic Party leadership. Thank you.
Well, hello everybody. My name is Joaquin Torres. I'm a first-time candidate. I'm running for the Democratic County Central Committee. in Assembly District 17. I'm a Latino candidate running in a very strong district here in San Francisco, and I'm a fourth-generation Democrat. The first Democrat in my family was my great-grandfather Joaquin, who was a farm worker in the fields of Lancaster, California, followed by my grandfather Arturo Torres, who was a butcher in the Butchers Union throughout his life in East Los Angeles and Los Angeles. And who followed in his footsteps was my father, who had very solid roots in the social activism movement, being an integral part of the founding of the United Farm Workers movement and union with Cesar Chavez and Dolores Huerta here in California, across this state, and organizing all of our communities who needed better rights and social justice with their jobs. I'm the kind of candidate, as a new candidate, that I think that you want to see serving you on the Democratic Committee. I believe I know what excellence is when it comes to Democratic politics. I come from a family with very strong ties to it, who were extraordinarily influential in making sure that this purple state that we used to live in turned blue, and I want to be part of the narrative that makes it stay blue when we re-elect Barack Obama in 2012 and take back the House this November. Thank you. I'm Joaquin Torres, DCCC in Assembly District 17.
I'm Bevan Dufty, and I'm proud to be here at the African American Democratic Club running for the Democratic Central Committee in the East Side, District 17. I believe San Francisco needs a black agenda more than ever. My current role working in city government is Director of HOPE, Housing Opportunity Partnership and Engagement. It's reimagining what public housing is about, recognizing that our third largest black community in San Francisco is 6th Street, and we have to address the lack of opportunity with all of these businesses coming into the Central Market District, taking advantage of a tax credit, and I'm going now to visit them because they're concerned about homelessness, and guess what? No one black works at these companies, and they have to understand the connection. So I'd be proud to have the club's endorsement once again, and I'd be happy to check me out, Dufty and Mendoza for DCCC. Thank you.
Hey, good afternoon. This is Supervisor Malia Cohen. I came to say thank you. I'm a candidate running for the Democratic County Central Committee, 17th Assembly District. I came to say thank you for the early endorsement. I'm grateful for the support, both in the past and in today's present, and hopefully in the future. So thank you to the leadership of the African American Democratic Club, and a special thank you to the membership.